Okay, guys, welcome everyone. And doing this interview with Matt Cross from, where are you, Matt, now? In Las Vegas?
I'm in Las Vegas, yeah.
Las Vegas Live. Also today we will be talking about entrepreneurship. And there is nothing more interesting than having the pleasure of talking with a successful entrepreneur like Matt. So welcome, Matt, and thank you for your time. I appreciate it, and I just want to tell that I've been following your content on YouTube for more than 2 years now, and they've been very helpful for my personal growth. So First off, can you make your presentation, Matt? What does your business do, and why did you start launching your business?
Okay, so right now I have a pickup and dating business for men, self-development, dating advice, and I started it about, well, technically I started teaching in the 90s, but it really took off the last 10 years, I want to say, thanks to YouTube. Yeah, YouTube mostly. But basically my business consists of YouTube ad revenue, and then we sell programs, we sell monthly memberships, and we do boot camps and live coaching. And I've also branched out into business coaching and entrepreneurship as well. Yeah, I have a group in Los Angeles, California, where we have 1,500 members in our entrepreneur group. Yeah, and it's basically a bunch of entrepreneurs, and we talk about our business each month, and we get together and share ideas about marketing, advertising, just the latest trends that are happening with social media. Because you really have to keep up with that stuff, especially if you're going to build a business today. You have to really understand social media, how the algorithms work, because it's different on YouTube versus Instagram versus Facebook. A lot of people in my group, yeah, go ahead.
And the other question is, when did you decide to quit your job and become an entrepreneur, and why? I mean, when did you feel did you quit your job and starting, or were you already starting while you were working as a 9-to-5 job?
No, so I was working in corporate America before this. Yeah, I worked for a Fortune 100 company, so I had a good job. I was making over 6 figures per year, and I felt pretty confident that I could leave my job because I built up a pretty large savings at the time. So I felt confident that I could leave my job, and it would probably take maybe a few months before I was able to replace my income or just make enough income to work. Big mistake. Don't quit your job. Because I went through my whole savings, like literally almost lost everything. I was down to my last $500. And then that's when I started to come across a business that worked. But I had about a dozen failures. So all my money, all my savings went to all these failures. I tried to start an SEO company. I tried to start a reputation management company. They all failed. So, yeah.
And what and who motivated and supported you during the process? Like, did you have a mentor, or I don't know, people were supporting you, like your friends, your girlfriend, your parents?
Yeah, so basically nobody supported me. Nobody supported my decision. They all thought it was a bad idea because, yeah, I had a great job. I had a beautiful girlfriend at the time. I had a Mercedes. I mean, I had a good life. So there was really no reason to quit my job. But I didn't like having to show up to work every day. Also, they would always lay people off. So I was always uncomfortable with that. I'm like, at some point I could get fired. I just wanted something more secure. But not only that, there is a ceiling to how much money you can make. And I knew that as long as you work for somebody else, there's always the ceiling, right? I mean, there's always like so much you can make. But with your own business, you could obviously scale that to millions and millions and millions. So,
exactly. But did you ever thought to give up at one point at the beginning while it was difficult to start? Because I want to share this advice with younger guys. No, did you ever thought to give up, or maybe you just said, no, I have to push, I have to continue, I have to reach my goal?
Yeah, never once in my head was it to quit. Although once I started running out of money, I started interviewing with some companies again. And then I actually got offered a job with Adobe software, but that was at the time when my business was starting to make a little bit of money, and not a whole lot, but a little bit. And I felt like, okay, I can make this work. As long as, as long as making just a little bit, I could kind of amplify that. So, yeah.
Great. And what advice can you give to young people? Because someone asked me, Fausto, I'm 18 years old, I want to start my business. Do you think it's a good idea to start small steps, so in order that then you can grow? Because a lot of guys, they're not supported, as you can imagine, at 18, 19, 20 years old, they're not supported by their parents, not to mention their friends, no? What can you say to them?
Yeah, the great thing about it is, well, first of all, let me say this. Your parents are never, ever going to like the idea that you're trying to forego school or college or education to try to start your own business. And I understand that, it's risky, but I mean, school's not for everyone. But as far as launching your first business, I would say just get started and be okay with failing, because you're going to fail. You're going to fail a lot. So just looking back at my own mistakes and the mistakes that people are making in my entrepreneurs group, because we have a lot of newbie entrepreneurs in our group, and I see the same mistakes over and over, where they have one idea and they're obsessed with this one idea, and it's like paralysis by analysis. They just everything has to be perfect about their website, the font, the colors. And I just tell them, just get it out there, see how the market responds, see what they like, what they don't like, and then make adjustments. And I always tell people too, your first business may not be the one that succeeds. And I always advise people starting out, think of 5 of your best ideas for a business you want to start and throw it all up on the wall and try all 5 of them and see which one you feel the most has the potential to succeed, rather than just starting one business at a time and trying to make that work. And then, oh, that fails, let me start another one, because that could take years. It's better to just throw all your ideas up on the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah, exactly. And then, okay, very clear. And what we can say is that also having your business gives you a great lifestyle. I'm seeing that you are in Las Vegas now. You're what are you doing? You're traveling or you're working?
Usually I combine work with travel, just because, I can expense it on my taxes and turn this into a business trip, because I come out here, I shoot YouTube videos, and then I might meet up with some clients, or I might do a coaching call, or I might do an interview like this, and all of a sudden it's a business trip and you can expense it on your taxes. So the great thing, yeah, I mean, that's the beauty of having your own business, especially online, is you can work from anywhere in the world you want to work. So say you're single and you could travel the world, and you don't have to be in any location, so that's why you always see me. I'm constantly moving around. I'm always in a different city. I like Vegas. I come to Vegas a lot. Yeah. Oh, and that's another thing. When I had my corporate job, sometimes I'd come here for work and then I have to leave within the next day or 2 days, where now I've already been here almost 2 weeks, and it doesn't matter when I go home. I don't need to be anywhere. That's the beauty.
So
I can go home when I want.
A question of freedom, not only of money. We can say a freedom, the freedom to travel.
The freedom. Yeah, the freedom's priceless. Yeah.
Very good. Well, okay, Matt, thank you for this short interview. I'm sure you give a lot of great advice. And for you guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I will put in the comments both the YouTube channels of Matt. So if you want, you can check them and you can see the precious content that he shares with you. So thank you, Matt, and enjoy your trip, enjoy your life, and see you next time. Bye.